Hey everyone, Burton is back with some more Warhammer. Sorry it's been a while, but now I am back in the realm and I'm ready to cause some carnage. Maybe another war or two. You know what we're like up here in Nagaroth. We like to mess things up a little bit. Previously we've messed things up for the Lizardmen and for the good greenskins of Black Sky. Unfortunately we can't go ahead and press any more holy wars on these lands right now because we'll take a massive prestige hit, and you know what? Being the High King is all about prestige. That's why I married my mum. Right, so we've got some children. I'm going to have a quick look at these now because I feel as if Mordecai should like me more than he actually does. Maybe it's just the fact he's just too clever for himself. He can actually consider me a rival as well, so he's ambitious at least. But we'll have to keep an eye on him. Maybe we'll create a little kingdom, give him something to do. First thing he's got to do though is marry his sister, and that's Cathene. Cathene's come on really well. I'm actually quite happy with her, and she's a little genius. Now Janane's also a little genius. It's brilliant. I just love how my kids are so smart. So let's have a look at what titles we can create. So we were talking last time about the north. We can create a couple of duchies. We're not going to do that just yet. I feel like we need to have more land up here. And we've got two nations. We've got Tabine and we've got Mangut. Now Tabine looks like the easy target, so we're going to go ahead and declare a war for... let's have a look. Well, that's interesting. I think we're going to go for the land that's bordering ourselves first. And we'll see if he actually asks for more help to join in from his neighbouring provinces. Now, I'm someone that likes to take some risks, so I think we're going to go ahead and try something against Mangut exactly the same time. So we can have Tian, which is at the top, or if we wanted to, I believe we might try and get these provinces instead. What have we got? So Tungut gives us 2 provinces, Valusa gives us those 2, or we can take the tiny province here. I think we're going to go ahead and go for the tiny province. We're going to push in slightly. This will be a good test of their defense. So we've got ourselves 2 wars on the go. So our closest city to that is Nagra. In Nagra there's Eldion. Eldion's not really happy. She actually wants to marry a ruler. Let's see if we can actually arrange a quick marriage for her. Will she be interested in anything? No, because we don't have anyone for her to marry. Well, you need to get yourself sorted there, sweetheart, otherwise it's not going to be too good for you in the long term. The fact you're infertile as well, yeah, that's not really the best. So it looks like her heir is actually Prince Vex of the Watchtowers. He's actually quite good as well. A lot of geniuses we've got here, which is really good. So what can she actually call up? Absolutely nothing in her particular area, but that's good. To be honest, we've recently conquered a lot of these places and it's going to be difficult to call any up. We've got a lot of centralisation when it comes to the amount of people that we can call. So we're going to go back to what we know best. Helbron. Helbron can't raise anyone, unfortunately. So where can we actually raise some people? Well, I believe that we did have some people along the way here. So we'll go ahead and we'll get up 6,000 troops. And once again, we're going to have my mother lead them, because she's done so well in the past. But we're not going to send her alone. Aldathar, he's going to go as well. Because he equally doesn't like me, so I wouldn't be that bothered if he actually died. And we're going to send Aspirin as well. So that's 6,000. I still feel like that's not going to be enough. So who have we got locally? Have we got anywhere else? I just don't feel like pulling up everyone. Another 290. I mean, we could pull up the troops in the capital, but I don't fancy fighting this war myself, so I don't think we're going to bother too much with that. Let's see how we get on with these 6,000. I mean, if we can just take this very quickly, that would be nice. We do have some additional troops, not too many, hailing from these tribe capitals. We still have to decide what we're actually going to do with that. We can obviously destroy them and build them up, but if we're going to be giving them away, I'm not sure I really want to waste my money on that right now. So they've called up 1,200 so far, so it looks like we might be in for a bit of a fight, which is good. In regards to what we can actually call up ourselves, it's not too many, to be honest with you. We need to really start increasing this quite a bit. Now, I think we should start focusing on our retinue a little bit. So let's have a quick look while our troops are getting in position. So we can go ahead, heavy infantry, create a black guard of Nagarons. They will start out almost empty but reinforce up to a specified size. Yes, create the black guard. Right, we need to carry on doing that. So that's not too bad. I think we'll go ahead and we'll do that again. So that's going to start building up some retinue for us now. Our troops with my mother are almost there. Might be worthwhile we have a look at some other things so we can get spearmen, crossbowmen, or the Cold One Knights. We'll put one into Cold One Knights as well. We'll leave it at that for now. Let these guys start to build up a little bit. Once they're built up, we'll put some more money into retinue. I don't know why we've got all of... Oh no, the reinforcing, that's fine. Right, so they've landed. Excellent. Nike, he doesn't know what's happened to him. He's sitting behind Gambald's Emig. Right. Well, first thing we're going to have to do is change every single name so it's a lot easier to pronounce. Now, where are their large armies? They had 1,000 or so, but they don't have them yet. Lucky for us, the High Queen Morathi, her morale and her troops' morale is actually quite good. So I like this. Oh, yet another plot, you say? And another conversion, which is good. Now I haven't spent enough time looking at the conversions, with generally just planting someone down there. My prisoner Mab is complaining about his cell. Mab, if only someone would actually pay ransom for you, but no one likes you. I mean, I don't even like you. In fact, you've really just annoyed me. Should we execute him? He's insignificant. No one will care. Yeah, there we go. Bye, Mab. Who else have we actually got in prison? Surely we cannot be feeding these prisoners. So quite a few people. I mean, we've got Lymphanat. I mean, he's been in for so long now. He's 60 years old. We're going to go ahead and release. Yes, I know you don't like me because you've been in prison for such a long time, but hey. Oh, so we've inherited the Citadel of Nagaron. Oh, okay, fair enough. I will have that. Thank you. Have to keep an eye on that. We're very close to our defense size. Oh, we have a big army. 9,000. That is good. I wasn't really expecting that. I think, yeah, let's see what we can call up. We'll do the easy way, shall we? Disband, and we really need to have a look at some of these things, to be honest with you. We need to make sure that we're able to get the troops whenever it is we need them. You guys can jump all on board. We'll get you up here. Just make sure that we're not going to be taking any of these, because these are recently conquered lands, so we want those to build up. The same with these down here, because we're going to need them soon, because we are going to go into the Lizardmen's territory and we're going to take whatever it is we want. We're going to cut back the jungle and we're going to expel the Lizardmen. As for all these, half of them I don't even want, so we'll go ahead and disband you as well. We're going to have to get you on some ships, so once again, jump on board the boats and we'll get you all up here. Now, our reinforcements better get up there fairly sharpish, because those 9,000, it looks like they're on the way. And it's about time someone put up a good fight, as it's been too long. We have just been too dominant in this area, and if we're going to take back our homeland, if we're going to unify it under my rule, I want to make sure that our troops are tried and tested against whatever is thrown at us. And so far, what has been thrown at us hasn't been all that spectacular. So we're just about to besiege. Oh, and we're under attack by 3,000 troops. Now, they actually came out of nowhere. I didn't see them arriving. It looks like we're going to win that battle, but we need to get our reinforcements there sooner rather than later. Now it's going to be a long time before they can come up. In fact, we'll send you guys there as well. You're a nice little contingent. All of you, you're going to build. No retinues will be disbanded, that's fine, let it rot. Shall we disband the ships? Oh, get back to a port. Oh, so they've moved into our land. We're not going to have that. We're going to go straight ahead and intercept them. Oh, pause things up here. We need to get our people together. You're going to stay where you are. You're going to join them in there. Let's hand them together. So they're heading directly for us. So I feel like the only thing that we can do, they're getting there on the 17th is what our scouts are reporting. Can we disband them yet? No, they're not in port. Right, so if we were to head here to this land here in Corey, we would get there on the 20th, not enough time. However, if we were to send our 5,000 contingent, they would get there on the 19th. Both ways are too slow. They would get out on the 17th, that's not good enough. 27th. Either way, it looks like we're staying put. So they're going to arrive after, so we're going to have to hold off 5,000 of them. That is what is going to happen. In fact, Erod needs to hurry up. In fact, let's get everyone in the centre together. Now, these guys, they've actually changed direction. Brilliant. Right, let's go after them then. So we've got 7,000. Now, we don't have a penalty or anything like that here, but we are very close to a mountain pass. We're going to stay. And you're going to come across the border itself. This is going to be close. They're going to get here on the 2nd of Ernzit. There's now 11,000 of them. We're going to get there on the 17th. What, into the next territory. So the 7th. In fact, we need to slow these guys down, otherwise we're going to run straight into the back of them. And we don't want that, not just yet anyway. So the 29th. Oh, this is going to be very close. They've got 11,600. Right, we've got there just in time. 10,000 troops. Let's make sure we've got people of good stature commanding them. ADO, you're going to be there. You're a brilliant strategist. I think that is going to be a good choice. This is probably going to be the biggest battle that we've had, but this is what we're going to do. And the battle's begun, so let's have a look how the two armies shape up. Predominantly, they are light infantry. They have more archers than we do. Heavy infantry, we actually outnumber them, and their cavalry is pitiful in comparison to our own. We've got light cavalry, so we should be able to have the manoeuvre bonuses there. So we started off in the skirmish phase, impressive defensive tactic, excellent, that's exactly why you're in charge. Adio, the man that we've just recently recruited there, is on the flank. He's going through a volley tactic. It's not going too good right now, but he is causing more damage to his opposition's flank than they are to him. And he's already turned them back. Brilliant. So we've got the men on them now. Things are going to plan. We've just intercepted some other people as well in the back. So they've turned already. Well done, mother wife. I think that battle's as good as over. We don't even need to go that way. In fact, let's stay in Corrie, because we need to take these lands. Ah, so he's been captured in battle. Who is he? He's a lowborn. Will you actually pay to get him back? No, not even 10 gold. Well, it's clear he's not worth a lot, so where are you going to? You're going to Yamarak. Well, we'll need to chase you into Yamarak, because I'm not having you causing some mischief in our lands. In the meantime, these two are fighting each other. I mean, we'll take that. The enemy of my enemy is still my enemy, because everyone's my enemy. That's our motto anyway. So these 3,000 we're about to run into the back of them. Chieftain Mogitu is going to get it. They're already turning to run. Their morale has been sapped. And this is what happens when you come into our territory. You have to be careful of these sorts of things. Given that, they didn't have much of a choice. They had just lost the Battle of Kendra. There we go. Where are you running to now? Nargis. We'll chase them in there and then we'll head up here and finish off the rest of them. Oh, another 3,000. Nice to see they can actually get some people to cause us a little bit of trouble. So the retinues look like they're building quite nicely. Maybe we should use our new retinues to go on a little bit of a raid. I mean, before we mentioned there was a couple of little islands I'm interested in. This one in particular, maybe we should have a little trip, let's see. But first things first, we got 2 wars to win. 2 new pieces of territory to take. So the 3,000 look like they're actually coming into our territory, so we're going to turn and meet them in a moment. We're just going to finish off the rabble that's left over here, and there we go. So let's head all the way back this way. We'll intercept these measly 22 that have been left there. For some reason they're trying to besiege or sneak into the hold. That's not going to work. So who is it we're actually fighting in Mangut? So it's Khan Ayuki Chireen of Mangut Khatan. He's actually quite good with martial. He's a massive mutant. His character is a mutant and may come a chaos spawn at any moment. We have to be wary of that. People like him are the reason the watchtowers exist, to fight back chaos. We have a reputation for being evil, but we're not. We just do what is necessary to expand ourselves and claim back what was ours. So the way I see it, us invading Mangut, we're doing the world a favour. I mean, the good old king of Britonia doesn't even bat an eyelid about what happens in the north. You never know, maybe in the future we'll meet face to face, maybe on the battlefield. But time is tricky. It has a habit of sneaking up on you. Oh, they're running away now. Well, you can continue to run away because I don't think I'm going to catch you anytime soon. In the meantime, Corrie is about to fall. In fact, let's get things going a little bit faster. So currently, this is pretty much about to be over. And then we're going to have a look at something. We need to think of something to do with my son. After a successful siege, my men drag Galatrata out of her hiding hole. Wow. No one will pay for anyone. Is everyone in the north just have no money? Is that it? Mangut is bleeding. There's nothing they can do. They cannot turn the tide of this war, and we're going to take them from both fronts now. We've got one army heading down to Halai, and the other one is actually going to go in for their southern border at this point in Nethrin. Meanwhile, they have lots of little engagements, the ones that we've been watching before. They're actually defending against a peasant revolt right now, so that's where we're seeing some internal conflicts go on. That's very fortuitous, that sort of timing. So I'm glad that the peasants just don't seem to like them. Some people usurping titles. Oh, would you look at this? They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Where are they running to? Gahurumbar. Well, they had little choice. I think we'll send our 9,000 there. And would you look at this? Guthred of Gork and Mork has declared an uprising. Now the infidels down there, these cursed greenskins, what is going to happen with you? What should I do? Well, consider the fact that you don't have too many people there. What can we call up? Well, I think we can't call up that many people either. I didn't actually know that we still had Sisyphus. So where's going to be our closest thing? In fact, we may very well have to rely on Ceridon. Ceridon's got 1,000 troops. I think we'll use these 1,000 troops. Do we have enough boats to send them? 6. No, would be the short answer. So I think it's going to be a very long walk down here, unless we get some boats to them. So where's the nearest boats that we have? We've got 45 ships there. We'll send you down. Is there anyone we can pick up on the way to possibly help? I very much doubt it. Maybe some of the islanders. No, unfortunately not. Well, we'll need to have a look out. Let's get the boats down anyway. You'll pick up this small army to take care of business. And we'll have some more here. 210, you can join them. And just in case, I think we should call up pretty much all we can in this particular region. Hi Cole. Well, she's in prison. Rick Vale. Who have we got? 387. That will do nicely. Right, so that's going to have to be how things are taken care of right now. I'm going to let you rot. I would let you go, but no one wants to pay 10 gold for you. So it's very unfortunate for you, but hey, what can you do? So we're besieging that. We don't want to be besieging it for large army, we want to be engaging their army. Now Erod, Adu is one of my favourites. He's actually going to be leading the flank once again. And the man himself is quite impressive. In the fact that he has so many children. So looks like my mother wife is wanting to kill someone yet again. Constantly wants to kill people, that woman. So I've been stomping around the whole day grinding my teeth, and suddenly I realise what's made me in a bad mood all day. I just can't abide having lazy people around me anymore. I'll have to get him to be less slothful. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Dracula Hellebron. Ah, yeah, we'll do that. Good old Dracula. We're actually using some of her troops right now, so maybe she won't be too happy about that. Third province in Mangut is almost down. We need to keep an eye on this here. I know we've got the fleet heading down south, and it's only a matter of time before that fleet actually arrives there, and then we crush this rebellion, this pitiful rebellion of Guthkids. Poor old Guthkids. He's not going to know what's happened to him. Mind you, it is odd that an orc is a scholar. That's it for this episode, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. Apologies it's been such a delay since the last one, but I have a few more on their way. So you guys know what to do. Raise those thumbs. Cheers.